So next up, we are going to talk about primetime Deion Sanders. Of course, we got to touch on this. It's all the rage right now in the sports world. Colorado won. They upset number 17 TCU, and so primetime is on his "We Keep the Receipts" tour, and
Ah,
rightfully so. Rightfully so. Um, let's see here. So this is the right one, right? Yeah, this is the right one.
you.
What's up, Bob? You believe that?
So here's what Primetime had to say after his Colorado Buffaloes defeated the TCU Horned Frogs during the first weekend of college football season.
You.
Um, he's going scorched earth. He is remembering everybody who doubted what the team can do before the season started, and he is coming to collect.
What's up, Bob? You believe that? Hold on. Oh no. Do you believe that? Huh? Oh no. I read through that bull junk you wrote down. I read through that. I sifted through all that. Yeah. Oh no. Come on. Do you believe? You don't believe. You just answered it. You don't believe. Next question.
Huh.
Next
Unbelievable.
question. Next question. So yeah, what do you think about Colorado and Coach Prime and what they got going on?
I mean, I think it's an amazing thing, man. I think it's truly beautiful. Uh, I sat there and I watched that whole damn game, man. What's that? Gus Johnson can't really. Something about him that rubs me the wrong way. But whatever. But amazing game. I watched every snap, at least mostly, and I gotta tell you, man, I couldn't be more proud. It was probably like first quarter, like mid first quarter, and they were playing so disciplined, and Shador looked great, and I'm like, wow, this looks like these guys have been playing for, at least a year already, and they just coming out and executing. I thought it was a masterful performance. I got emotional there at the end, man. I couldn't hold it back. Once I saw them all there celebrating, because I knew that there was hate out there. They hurt more, obviously, but I knew that there was haters out there that just wanted to see this be a disaster, and for them to come out and play as well as they played. Hell, even if they lost into that game, I was still proud of how they went out there and executed with all of these new people. And for one man to bring all of that stuff together, it's very impressive. I was very impressed. So I got a little bit more to say, but how about you, man? How do you feel about Colorado in the Buffs?
I think they were 17-point dogs. I want to
Yeah,
say 17
yeah.
or 21, something like that. So
Mhm.
even if they had lost the game, but it was close and competitive, that would have been a victory. The fact that they beat them down is very impressive. Yeah, I'm happy for them because I've never, I've always wondered like why, like I don't like it when people who are really good at playing are horrible at coaching. It's
Mhm.
like just have the skills be transferable, but there we have a litany of examples of these all-time great players who weren't able to translate what they were able to do into coaching, and so he looks to be an exception in that regard. Yeah, outside of FSU, I am rooting for Colorado to be successful this year. I don't know what they're gonna do. It kind of looks like I kind of see 9 to 10 wins um, in their future, but you just never know how the season's gonna play out. Somebody's gonna get hurt, and I do think that it's important to note that even though they are Colorado and the team organizationally only won one game the previous year, he literally showed up and brought all of he brought his, like he said, he brought luggage with him. He
Mhm.
brought all of his guys.
Mhm.
Like he gutted the whole organization, coaching staff, players. He gutted it all out, and that rightfully so. It was well within his right to do so. So the only thing about it that I find funny, kind of, is people are acting like Dion showed up this year and took what they did last year and turned that around into what happened in this first game. When no, that's not what happened. He got rid of all of those players. He got rid of all of the old scholarships, brought in his transfer guys and his guys from Jackson State and his coaches. And so it's his team and not trying to build upon what they did last year. So it's
Right.
completely different. And so you can't even really use what happened in previous years as a barometer for what can happen this year because it's a whole new setup. But yeah, I'm rooting for him because I've always liked him. Um, and I've always wanted to see somebody who plays the game at a high level also be able to coach it at a really high level. So I'm rooting for all sorts of those things going on. And then it's also cool to see that his son's the quarterback too.
Yeah,
So
a baller.
yeah, yeah, I'm rooting for all of that. I feel some type of way because Travis Hunter was supposed to go to Florida State. And so I
Ah,
feel some type of way about that because he had committed to Florida State and he decommitted to go to Jackson State. But if someone is going to decommit and go to Dion's and go to play for Dion, I can live with that. I
right,
can
right.
live with
That's
that. I'd much
exactly.
rather a guy decommit and go play for Dion than Nick Saban or Kirby Smart or Dabo Swinney. So he went he decommitted to go play for Dion. I can live with that. Otherwise, I hope that the team continues to do well. I would just root against them if they play for FSU. Other than that, I love what I saw.
Yeah, and I say the one thing about all of this that I can see why the haters get upset is that they do a lot of barking, they do a lot of talking, and they won a game. They won a game. It was a good game against a good team, but they won a game, and they were doing a lot of cash money talking after the end of it. The season has not played out. This is a long season, and the thing is pretty much if you just score a touchdown, hand it to the ref, real humble about this win. It's like, yeah, we won. I heard haters talking, but hey, look at us now. Move on. But it was a lot of dancing in this. It was a lot of dancing in this. Oh, the guys from HBCUs, and it's like, all right, man, all right, But and the only reason why I said, because I'm here, I hear them. But I think the one thing about it is because when the losses come, because they will, they play some good teams this year. And so when the losses happen, it's just that it gives
Yeah.
those people, ammunition to bark at you now because you got happy over a win. They're going to get ecstatic over a loss. So that's all it is. But one thing though, that's what I don't like about it. But one thing though, we're dealing with Prime and he lives for this. So he knows he's making these beds. He loves this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a part about it that I was like, all right, let him handle it. But I don't like it because I don't want to hear it. Because I know I'm gonna hear it. But he wants this. So all in all, very ecstatic about all of this, man. I will be watching more games as long as they're televised. And
Yeah.
yeah, man. And outside of my Hurricanes, man. Yeah, man. I'm cheering for Colorado. God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. And he doesn't give a damn. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he don't. I don't
He's
think he
gonna
cares.
he'll go down showboating. That's who he was as a player. So even in
Right.
losing, he's
Yeah.
still gonna be showboating in losing, and
Yeah.
that rubs off on the team because he sets the tone. But I don't. It is what it is. Like if you're gonna do all of that in victory, go ahead and do all of that in defeat. They're gonna say what they gotta say anyway. So what difference
Right.
does it make? You know
That's
what I'm
also true.
saying? So you might as well just go ahead and do what you do, even in the face of defeat. You've already defied the odds. Who knows how good TCU actually is?
That's
But
also true.
they won by multiple score. You know what I'm saying? They won by what, 2, 3 touchdowns? So like no, it was a close score. They won by what, 3? So, it is what it is. I'm good with it, and I'll be rooting for him as well. So, hopefully it continues, and it would be real cool if they pulled off more of these. Like I think they play USC. Like if
They
they
gonna
beat
get
USC,
they gonna get a couple of surprisers now.
yeah, I think so too. Yeah,
Yeah, they gonna get a couple of those.
yeah. Shouts out to Coach Prime, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good
Coach Prime.
stuff. Travis Hunter, you still should have came to FSU, but I'll let it slide because you went to go play for Coach Prime.